The Land Before Time 3, The Time of the Great Giving, is a really decent film. This was released in 1995. It's a feature film directed by Roy Allen Smith and written by Dev Ross, and we have a voice cast including Scott McAfee, Candace Hutson, Heather Hogan, Jeff Bennett, Rob Paulsen, and various others. And this is, of course, the third Land Before Time film. And as I've mentioned previously, I loved Land Before Time. I grew up watching it a lot, but I think I watched a lot of the same films. So I don't know which ones I've seen. And having now watched this, I genuinely don't know if I've seen it or not. There were bits that I think I maybe recognized, but maybe I'm just recognizing the characters. So I'm going to consider that this is the first time that I've seen this, but it is very possible that I've seen this one before. And this one is genuinely scary. Even watching it as a 30-something-year-old in the comfort of my own home, it was a scary experience. The water is drying up. There is something stopping the supply. They don't have much left. They need to use it sparingly until they work out what has happened and get the supply again. And the children, of course, are happily splashing about in the water and having a lot of fun in the water. And they have to learn that actually they need to not do that. And some of the grown-ups get into a bit of an argument, and Cera's father was saying that Cera would never waste water. His daughter would never do that. And we get a really good song from Cera's father. The music in this is an absolute joy. It would absolutely be fine without the music. It doesn't need it, but having an occasional good music number definitely makes it a bit more engaging and a bit more of a delightful experience. And then things get genuinely scary. And I won't say what happens, but something really terrifying. It gets really dark. It happens later on in the film. And up until that point, I'd say it had been quite gentle. There were obviously some moments that were a little intense, but it wasn't too scary. It was steady. It wasn't too quick. It wasn't slow either. It was just a nice, mostly gentle experience. And then this happens. And it's honestly terrifying. And that makes me wonder if either I did see it as a child and chose to never watch it again because I would have been absolutely petrified of this, or I haven't seen it because I would have really remembered that. So I'm really not sure, but it was very, very well done. The narrative is great. There are a lot of great takeaways, a lot of great messages here, including messages about sharing as well and thinking of others. We have some beautiful animation, some often scary animation, some really great songs as well, and the characters are well written, the voice acting is great. It's a really solid film. I'm really looking forward to watching the rest of them, and as I said, I don't remember which ones I've seen. I know I'd seen the first two, and after that, I have no idea. So we'll see, time will tell whether or not the rest of them unlock any memories, and for now, I'm pleased to say that The Land Before Time 3, The Time of the Great Giving, is a delightful, rather scary film, and certainly one that I'm happy to recommend.